Gastric carcinoma. It is the cancerous changes of the epithelium lining the interior of the stomach. The stomach has internal layer of mucosa. Next is the submucosa. Outer is the muscularis mucosa. And last of all, the outermost is the serosa. These are the various layers of the human stomach. These cancerous changes appear in the DNA of the inner lining of the stomach consisting of the glandular epithelium. The DNA, which is normal initially, is deformed into cancerous DNA. Abnormal genes are produced which trigger the cells towards the abnormal growth, which is ruthless, ruthless, and is extensive one with no limitation at all, going to form the tumors. The progression of the cancer is unlimited. So this is the difference between the normal growth of the tissues and the cancerous tissues. Cancerous tissues, they are of different morphology, different size, different morphology, histologically. But the normal tissue of any organ is a particular, tissues have a particular and specific morphology and composition and structure, which is pertaining to the organs located. The various factors responsible for this pathogenesis, that is metaphasia, dysphasia, and leading to the cancer formation, mainly in human being, is H. pylori infection. Chronic H. pylori infections produces friction, inflammation, that is chronic gastritis, which leads towards the peptic ulcer, which later on is converted into the gastric cancer, carcinoma of the stomach. So this is the various process or pathogenesis by which normal tissues of the human stomach is converted into abnormal tissues or the cancerous cells of the stomach. The various types, the only main variety existing in the human race is adenocarcinoma. About 95% gastric cancer belong to this type of the cancer, adenocarcinoma. It is mainly prevalent in the men as compared to the females. It is said that the female hormone estrogen, that is responsible for protection of the female from this carcinoma. Moreover, the drugs or the foods, vegetables, or the fruits containing nitrate or nitrites, they are also converted into the carcinogenic chemicals if taken in excess amount. The stages of the gastric carcinoma. When the cancer cells are limited at the anterior mucosal layer, that is called as cancer in situ. Next, when it invades, this cancer cell invades the next layer of the stomach, that is submucosa, muscularis mucosa, and outermost layer. These stages, they are counted as stage second and third. In these stages, the cancer cells, they extrude, penetrate the layers, all the layers of the stomach, and also the surrounding invade the surrounding lymphatic tissues of the stomach in the abdomen, especially the left supraclavicular group of the lymph nodes. They are enlarged and become tender. The final or the critical or the fatal stage is called as metastatic stage. In this, the cancer cell, they break down, they are transmitted through the bloodstream and also the lymphatic channels to the distant organs of the human body, especially in the liver, lungs, bone, even in the brain and other tissues. There they produce the secondary carcinoma. The cells, they belong to the stomach. That is the carcinoma of the stomach. Carcinoma. Those debris are the pieces which break down, shred from the original side. They produces the carcinoma in the other organs and called as secondary carcinoma. Now, these various type of carcinoma produces the symptoms according to the organs inflicted.